Hi guys, Sarah here and welcome to Novel Expectations. Today I am coming to you with my 6th weekly wrap-up of 2016. I'm going to start off with now, I'm changing these around a little bit, and I'm going to give you updates on all the challenges I'm kind of competing in or doing this year, just to give you guys an idea of where I'm standing because it's kind of fun to do that. So for my Goodreads challenge of reading 96 books, I am 1 book ahead as of recording this today. For my 2016 A to Z Authors Challenge, I've read 8 out of 26 books. For my 2016 A to Z Title Challenge, I have also read 8 out of 26 books. For my How Many Pages Challenge for 2016, I had originally said I was going to do 50,000 pages this year, but I lowered that goal because when I kind of did the math between how many books I wanted to read this year based on that number of pages, it was a lot. And I don't think it was attainable, and I think I was just going to be upset with myself if I didn't attain that goal. So I've lowered it down to 25,000 pages. And I've currently read 2,752 pages, which puts me at 11% of my goal. For the Jelly Belly Jelly Beans Challenge, which I am doing with the Crazy Challenge Connection on Goodreads, I have not completed any flavors yet. I have finished 10 separate letters, but no finished words. So I'm not going to worry about the individual letters and the individual words. Once I finish each individual flavor, then I'll tell you guys which ones I finished. And yeah, just because it'll be a lot easier. So as of right now, nothing yet. So let's jump right into what I finished reading this week. The first book I finished reading this week was The Secrets of Lizzie Borden by Brandy Purdy. This was published just a few weeks ago, I think at the end of January. I gave this book 3.5 stars. I enjoyed it, but there were some things that I felt were a little too focused on for me to up the star rating. Now, unfortunately, I'm not going to talk a lot about this book right now because I am doing a full review. I'm going to be filming a full review today, like after I'm filming this one, and I'm going to be posting that on Thursday. So if you want to hear my full review on this book, please watch that video coming up on Thursday. The other book that I finished this week was Christus' Great Idea by Anne M. Martin. This is book number 1 in the Babysitters Club series. It was originally published in 1986, and I gave it 4 stars. This was my February Back to My Childhood book, and this was so fun for me to read. I mean, I've read this book probably 100 times, and I'm probably not even exaggerating when I say that. I loved this book when I was a kid, and it was a thrill for me to read it again. I mean, I read it not that long ago because I do have the graphic novel of it, which I really enjoy, but this is the first time in a number of years that I've read the full text again. For those of you who don't know, the Babysitters Club was a great series. It's now back out on Kindle, so if you have little ones, you might be interested in checking this out. It starts out with 4 best friends who are in 12th grade, who are 12 years old and in 7th grade, and they decide to start a club for babysitting, where pretty much parents can call one number and reach all these different babysitters. And, you know, the series is pretty much about their adventures and misadventures. They were a fantastic series. The characters are wonderful. I highly recommend them. This first book was how Christy got the idea. Now, each book is titled off of a different character. For example, this was Christy's Great Idea. Book 2 is Claudia and the Phantom Phone Calls. So depending on what babysitter's name is in the title is actually who narrates the book. Along with these, there's also like journal entries in the books. And they have they have super specials that come later in the series that each babysitter narrates a different chapter. I mean, these are really, really wonderful children's books. Great middle grade. Highly recommend them. So what am I currently reading? I'm still making my way through The Time Traveler's Guide to Medieval England. I got about 30 or 40 pages read on this week, so I'm really, really pleased with that. This is by Ian Mortimer. I'm still really enjoying it. I'm hoping to get it done in the next few weeks so I can review this for you guys. The next book I am currently reading, actually listening to, is Gone with the Wind by Margaret Mitchell. I am listening to it on Audible. I am really enjoying the narrator. She's absolutely fantastic. I haven't read the book in about 3 or 4 years, and there's a lot about this book that I forgot because I've seen the movie since, and the movie and the book are the same but vastly different, if that makes sense. Like the movie holds true to the book, but there's a lot of parts missing that were cut out of the movie. I mean, it was already a 4-hour-long movie. So what I'm thinking is maybe when I finish listening to the audiobook, I might do a separate video for you guys if you're interested on my comparisons from the book to the movie, because I think there's a lot of people who haven't read the book because it might be intimidating, but you really, really need to read this book because it's fantastic. I'm about 15% of the way through it now. I've actually upped the listening speed to 2 times, and I find I'm really getting through it quickly now, so I'm really, really pleased with that. The other book I just started yesterday was Safe in Noah's Arms by Mary Sullivan. This is a Harlequin super romance novel, and it is about, like, I'm only about a chapter in, but what it's about is a woman who is very privileged and well-to-do, and decides one night, for whatever reason, I don't know why yet, decides to go out drinking, gets in her car, and ends up hitting somebody with her car. So the man that she hits is named Noah, and she is sentenced to 200 hours of community service at his vegetable farm. I think it's a vegetable farm. And it's pretty much like a city mouse, country mouse kind of thing, whereas she's the very privileged city girl, and he's the farmer, like grew up in a farm, rancher type person. So it's their relationship, I guess. So far I'm really enjoying it, so I will let you guys know what I thought about it next week. So guys, that's it for this video. Please let me know in the comments below if you have read any of these books and what you thought about them. And until next time, happy reading. Bye guys.